Hello, good morning, everyone. So today we're going to have this one, no, animals that live on land. So we'll know what are the animals that can live on land and what are the the features do they have, no, and how they can survive, no, living on land. No? Next tayo, land adaptation. Okay, so land adaptation. Okay. Okay, so adaptation is a way of adjusting to the natural environment or habitat to survive. Animals have different kinds of adaptation. No? It can be a structural, wherein their physical features or body parts that help them in food getting and for protection. It can also be behavioral adaptation, in which animals do certain actions or behavior help them survive in their habitat. So adaptation, no, and ang mga animals, no, they need adaptation. Okay, for example, a dog. A dog from the other countries, no, you bring a dog from the other countries, no, for example, from the Siberia, you bring it here, here in the Philippines. So the dog needs to adapt to the climate, no, it needs to adapt the changes of its environment, no. Yun ana po na siya sa mga animals that live on the land, no, labi na ng mga animals na nasa wild, no. They need to adapt, they need to use their structural adaptation, no, using their teeth, using their the feeders, no. So they need, no, and then behavioral adaptation, no, for them to protect. Okay, animals need adaptation for them to survive, no, to survive in the environment where they live. Okay, kung asa sila puyo, no. Next, no, structural adaptation of land animals. So, what are the structural adaptation of land animals? No, the body structures of terrestrial animals are getting food vary depending on what they eat in their habitat. So, ang tawag na to sa mga animals that live on land are terrestrial animals. So, they have animals that live on land. They have what we call a structural adaptation. No, so katong ilang mga usa na mga features, no, for example long and pointed teeth, no. So tigers have long pointed teeth used for killing and eating other animals. Their teeth are strong enough to tear apart meat of their prey. Other animals with long pointed teeth are lions, cheetahs, and foxes. So mo na siyang isa sa structural, for example ang tiger, no. Ang tiger, they have a long and then a pointed teeth, no, which help tigers to tear, no, the meat, no, their prey, no, pag hunt nila sa ilahang pagkaon. Then also the other animals, no. So na sila yung mga sharps nga mga sharps, what we call this one, no, uh, sharp teeth, no. So they need that one, no. So let's proceed now, no. So proceed ka. Okay, so let's proceed to the next feature, structural feature of an animal. Okay, next. Okay, no, we have the flat teeth, no. So unlike tigers and other wild animals, horses have flat teeth that are suitable in chewing grasses, leaves, and other tough plant parts. No, other animals which with flat teeth are carabaos, camels, goats, sheep, and cows. So, okay, to mga horses, the horse, no, and mga carabaos, they have a flat teeth, no. So that's why they are very strong, no, eating mga gahi na mga grasses, no. O gahi ang ilang mga teeth, no. So because of their flat teeth, no, look at the carabaos, no, look at how they eat, no. So bisan pag unsa ka gahi ang mga kuan, ang mga kagahi no. Ah, bisag unsa pa kagahi, kaya gid na nila i kaya gid na nila i-tear no, kaya gid na nila kaya nila kauno no, kaya nila i-munch no, kaya nila kanabitang kaya kaya bitaw nila ilamuyon bitaw ang mga kuan, ang mga kining gahi ng mga grasses. So isa na siya sa kuan no, sa kuan sa mga animals that have flat teeth no. So, kung ano sa mga animals, kanay mga flat teeth, no? Next, sharp beak and talons, no? Birds have sharp beak and talons that help them hunt smaller animals for food, no? The talons are used to grab smaller animals while the sharp beak is used to tear them apart. So, look at the eagle and the other animals other birds no that eat meat no, so mga rats no. So look at the monkey or the eagle no, the monkey eat the eagle no, Philippine eagle, which that kind of bird can eat monkeys and they can hunt monkeys no, using their talons and using their beaks. Okay, long arms and legs no. Monkeys have long arms and legs that allow them to swing from tree to tree to pick fruits and insects no. They also have strong tails that allow them to hang on a tree as they get their food no. If you have see a monkey, very they have the long arms and long legs no, which which help them to swing and then to jump from one tree to other tree no. So here in Butuan, no, we have the sanctuary or we have the park or botanical garden for the monkeys no, sa Sumili ba to. Okay, na mga monkeys dito dagay mga monkeys dito where ang mga monkeys ga ambak-ambak lang dito sa mga punuan. Okay? And also using their tails no, pwede nila ilambod lang ilahang tail dito tails nila sa punuan no, pwede na sila magkumbabitay dayon no. So nga monkeys. Then proboscis no, kini proboscis no, butterflies have a thin tube like mouth part called proboscis no. This is used to reach and suck nectar from flowers. Insects like moths and bees have a proboscis too. Okay, next we have the lungs and trachea. Many land animals like cows, snakes, and birds can take in oxygen from the air by using their lungs to breathe. Some terrestrial animals, like insects, do not have lungs, but they can get oxygen through tiny tubes in their abdomen called trachea. There are some land animals that live on the soil, like earthworms, that absorb oxygen from air through their moist skin. So, grabe, no? So, mo po na siya ang adaptation sa mga insects, no? Such as earthworms, unsa nila pagkuha og hangin no, because they're not like the animals no, such as carabaos, snakes and birds nga they take their oxygen from the air. Okay, kay naman sila sa gawas ang kini pong mga earthworms and mga insects that are living no on the ground gid no, sa sulod gid dito sa yuta, they can absorb oxygen from the air through their moist skin. So pinaagi dito sa ilahang skin no. So that's the way isa po na sa ilaha pong way of adaptation no, to survive. Body covering no, different types of body covering of land animals protect them from heat, rain, and other conditions of their habitat. Animals like bears have fur that keep them warm. Birds have feathers that keep their body warm too. Other animals like lizard have leathery skin or dry scales that protect them from the rough or rocky surfaces where they move. So during winter season, no, bear because of their fur, no, pwede ka po mapainit tila ilahang lawas, dili sila matugnawa, no. And then the chicken, they have the feeder, no, panahon sa ting ulan. No, look at the chicken. Look at a hen nga naa sa mga anak. Okay? During rainy days, gina-cover niya ang iyang mga chicks, di ba? No? Gina-cover niya iyang mga chick, no, to warm, no, to warm the chicks, no, para dili matugnawan, no, because a chick, a chick, no, it has the feeder has not yet fully grown. So probably pag matugnawa na siya, mamatay siya, no, matuskig, no? And that's why in the other sense, no, uh, chicks, no, for example nga gikulong, wala na sila mama, or gina-incubate lang sila, no, pagpusa sa ilaha from egg, gina-incubate lang sila. That's why they put kanang mga suga, no, suga nga that could produce heat, no, enough heat for them, no, labi na sa mga poultry na mga area. But kung nasa yung mama, no, na ang hen, so gamiton sa mother tong iyang feeder, no, ang iyang mga wings, ang lagi iyang mga feeders to protect and then to keep warm, no, to give warm sa iyang mga uh, chicks food, no. Then we have here the behavioral adaptation of land animals. No, animals have differently to protect themselves from being eaten by other animals. So kinahanglan gid nila protektahan, no, protektahan ang animals, no, they need to protect themselves from the other animals, no, ilang mga predator, no, kung sila tong mahimo og prey, no, kung sila ang prey aning animals, mas dako-dako sa ilang animals, so sila ang prey, no, ilang predator. So it's about offensive and defense. Okay, we have the leader skills on hard shell. A tortoise may be slowly, but it has literary scales on hard shell to protect itself from enemies. Whenever it senses a danger, it remains still and hide its body parts inside the shell. No, tortoise na mga pawikan, no? So pag na sila mga makasense sila na sila anay danger sila palibot, so uplok na sila dito, musulod na dito sa ilang shell, no? And then we have the camouflage, no? Some animals are difficult to find in a certain environment as they blend their colors in the surroundings. This protective coloration is known as camouflage. Okay? For example, the color of grasshopper when they go from plant to plant make them hard to spot by insect-eating birds. So, a camouflage, no, karang chameleon ba? Or no, chameleon, and also the other animals that can that could camouflage, no, sa example ana kanang grasshoppers, no, so grasshopper mo camouflage siya dito sa mga grasses, no, dili kani mo makita, and so that's why it is one way of protecting itself, no, from the danger. Okay, so magtago siya pinaagi dito sa mga mag-camouflage siya. Oh, ang other animals, chameleon, mag-camouflage siya, and then kining mga iguana po, no, pwede po, no, magatago po na sila, no, pero kining kanang mag-camouflage, no, known ani ang kanang grasshopper, and then also the also kining iguana, oh no, not the iguana, known ani pod ang chameleon, no. So ang no, ang kining chameleons mo kuan po din sila mo camouflage ni sila, no, so known gid sila. Pero ang iguana dili gid kaayo siya ingon nga maka kuan sa camouflage, no, like sa kining chameleon o kining sa grasshopper, no. So next, mimicry, no, other animals copy the shape, sound, smell, taste, or mimicry or color of other animals or objects. No, this is to pretend that they are stronger or a poison is known which could prevent other animals from eating them. No, this behavior is known as mimicry. No, so ano nila, sundugon nila, kopyahon nila tong other animals, then to kuan siguro para siguro pod nga hadlokod pod ang mga predators nila nga mas kusgan pa sila ingana na So next, no, living and traveling together. Some land animals live and travel together to protect one another. Though they sometimes scatter themselves to hunt for food, no? They do not stay too far. This is to make sure that they can protect their own kind when another animal attacks it, no? Examples of land animals that live together are elephants, tigers, and giraffes, no? That they live together, no? Kanang mga uh, lions, no? So pag mag-hunt sila, grupo sila, and then also the hyenas, no? Kini mga hyenas, no? Kini mga smiling dogs. Okay, so grupo po na sila, no, for them nga mag-survive for them nga ma-protect nila ilang kaugalingon from the other animals nga pwede po nga mo atake sa ilaha. Okay, so running speed. No, rats can move fast and are small enough to hide in hard to reach places. No, cheetahs can also run fast to chase prey or hide from their predators. Though ang rats, because of its speed, no, medyo lisod siya dakpo, no. Ang mostly ang makadakop sa ilaha kining mga snakes, no, but because of their speeds, no, paspas pud sila, dili po sila ingon nga makatch dayon sa ilang mga predators, no. Ang cheetahs pod, no, pwede ang cheetahs, no, paspas pud siya, quick pud ni siya mo dakop og iyang mga preys, no. So paspas pud siya mo dagan po, no, kung kung naay predators, no, animals nga mas dako-dako sa iyaha nga pwede sa pildiyon, so paspas pud siya mo dagan, no. Paspas siya maka-hide. Then, key points to adaptation is a way of adjusting to the natural environment or habitat in order to survive. No, structural adaptations, no, physical features or body parts that help animals in food getting and for protection. And then we have the behavioral adaptation. No, these are actions or behaviors that animals do, which help them survive in their habitat. No, and animals that live on land are called terrestrial animals. Then terrestrial animals have different structures that allow them to get their food, breathe, and protect them from other animals. No, they also have different body coverings that keep their body warm. No, some behavioral adaptation of terrestrial animals are camouflage and mimicry. Okay, so let's have this one. No? A way of adjusting to the natural environment or habitat in order to survive. A. Adaptation. B. Camouflage. C. Speed. D. Color changing. So, ang answer na is adaptation. No? Next, no, what body structures do tigers have that allow them to tear apart the animal that they attack? So that is a long and pointed teeth, no? So na sila pointed teeth which help them to tear the meat of their prey. Okay, what do you call animals that live on land? So tawag na to ana nila terrestrial animals. Okay, you saw on TV that elephants are walking as a large group as they pass the grassland. How can you explain this kind of behavior among animals? So it means elephants travel together to protect one another. Okay, so kana sila no nag-travel sila to protect one another, no, labi na itong mga bata-bata pa sa ilaha or itong mga young ones pa nila. So mo na siyang how can a grasshopper protect and escape from its predator? Okay, so using the ability to camouflage, no? So pag mag-camouflage siya, mo na siyang iyahang aki, no? Yabi niya ba or alas niya para siya maka-escape, para ma-protect po niya yung kaugalingon sa sa mga animals na mas dako-dako pa sa iyaha. So mo na mo camouflage. Okay? Okay, these are physical features or body parts that help animals in food getting and for protection. So unsa man na siya. Okay? So tawagan niya. So, physical features or body parts that help animals in food getting and for protection. So, mga structural adaptations, no? Then, what body structure do cows and goat have which allow them to munch on grass and other plant parts? So, because of their flat teeth, no? Para mga cows and goat, they have the flat teeth, no? Bisan pa og katong mga gahi nga mga parts sa mga sagbot or sa mga grasses or sa plants kaya nila usapon, no? So which animal will not survive living on the land? So of course, no, the fish. Okay, so dili gyud na sila mabuhi gid sa no. So is it important for an animal to adapt in the environment? Yes, no, for survival, no, for survival, no. So kinahanglan ang animal, ang isa ka animal kinahanglan niya mo survive, no, kinahanglan niya gamiton ang mga nasa iya ha, no, nga mga abilities to survive, no, to escape from being mahimo sila pagkaon, mahimo sila meal sa mas dagko-dagko sa ila mga predators, no. Other animals copy the shape, sound, smell, taste, or color of other animals or are objects. This is to pretend that they are stronger or poisonous, which could prevent other animals from eating them. This behavior is known as blank. Noon sa man na siya nga behavior kanang copy sila. So tawag na to mimicry, no? So mao to siya. Okay, so thanks for watching and hoping you enjoy watching and you learn from this video. Okay, goodbye and God bless.